take their loot in there and hide their treasure. Oh my God. Subscribe to the channel as we sail this old girl around the world.
With our floating home Nandji back in the water, we've been waiting patiently on a camera to be repaired and returned to us in Langkawi so we can continue on our journey up to Thailand. Whilst waiting, we've been busy finalising jobs on Nandji, installing an autopilot, running in the new engine, and then having a little fun in the afternoons exploring the southern islands of Langkawi. After 3 long months, there is now nothing left for us in Langkawi, and the day finally arrives we can hoist some sails and head north, continuing on our adventure.
Sailing again! Can hardly believe it. We left Langkawi 2 days ago and we sailed 30 nautical miles to COVE. We had a video to upload, so we were frantically trying to get that out. We uploaded last night and we set sail again today. So it was pretty cool being back on the water, just trying to learn to slow down a little bit and just enjoy it rather than rushing around all the time. Got full main and a full head sail, and the engine just clicked into gear because the winds are really light today.
And we can, because we can motor sail.
We're going to take you to this place near Rocknock that is unforgettable. You will not forget this place. Oh my God.
It's kind of a big deal to be back on the water. Leaving Langkawi, it just feels like such a massive milestone achieved. But now that we're back on the water again, it's all worth it, don't you reckon?
Yeah, it feels good.
Feels really good. It's our second day sailing. We are in old pirate waters, and it looks like we got ourselves a pirate ship up ahead. The cannons, we're going in for a closer inspection. It's already got 6 sails up. They're pulling one down there. It looks like they had a bit of a mischief. So we're up and moving bright and early again this morning. We anchored behind this little island because of that strong westerly that was blowing as we were sailing down. So because of that wind, we thought we'd just hide behind that island because it's a bit exposed up here to that westerly. And sure enough, as we come around the bottom of that island, we drop the anchor, the westerly stops, and we get this massive squall that goes for about 5 hours blowing in from the dead north. So we were bouncing around. So we're a little bit tired. We'll go see this cave, and then we'll keep going up to Phuket. We'll get there in the night time tonight.
The Thailand island of Phuket is only 120 nautical miles north of Langkawi and easily sailed in 24 hours. However, with the hundreds of beautiful islands between the two, it would be rude of us if we didn't explore some of the conical cast island beauties. We have read about this hidden secret pirate beach and knew we had to try and find it.
For 80 meters, it's covered in fat, and we pop out into this waterhole that's surrounded by cliffs and emerald cave because it looks like you're in the middle of an emerald. Super excited.
After struggling to find the entrance, being the first visitors for the day, we cautiously and nervously paddled our boards into the darkness.
Oh my God.
Slow and steady, we found ourselves going deeper and deeper into the cave. Not knowing if we were going the right way, we followed our nose, hoping to pop out at this hidden beach. The cave got smaller and smaller, and the rock roof closed in, leaving only centimeters between the water's surface. And then...
This joy is amazing. Crazy. How does this stuff even exist? Imagine finding that for the first time. Back in the day, the pirates used to bring all their stuff that they robbed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We should do a treasure hunt.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
a lot longer to get to Phuket, but I'm really glad that we stopped off here. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Making us swim back through the 80-metre long cave to Nandji, the mind boggled of the thought when the pirates would paddle their plunder through here.
You get so lost in here.
On the exit to the outside, we could really understand why the cave was named Emerald Cave, as the water was glowing at the entry.
Pirates used to take their loot in there and hide their treasure. So you can just imagine a big pirate ship, I don't know, being out the front, and they would have had to manhandle all of their treasure through that cave and then to hide it somewhere in that little cove. So it's pretty cool. There would have been a treasure map about that place, you know? Like, what would be your treasure clue on the map for this place?
My riddle of how to find it.
Yep.
Must travel to the back of the Emerald Light, to the place the eye cannot see.
Okay.
What's yours?
Mine would be, to find the light, you must first find the darkness. Huh?
Yeah,
That's good. I love seeing all the different types of boats there are. So every country, even sometimes every island, has their own like style of boat or variation of a boat.
It's what makes navigating these waters super tricky at night, because there's all these fishing flags and nets and fish traps that all the fishermen lay everywhere, and none of them have lights on them. And then you have things like that. There are all these Thailand tugboats, I guess you call them, with like towing 4 big long barges. They're not on AIS. I'd like to see them at night because I'd guarantee none of those barges are lit up. We are flying right now. How fast are we going? You want to check? We are going so fast.
97 knots, 6.9. Oh, we are sailing! What do you reckon?
I tell you what, this prop, what were we doing? 7.5 knots?
We were doing 7.5, we're doing 7 now.
7 knots. We would never, with our old prop, there was no way we would hit 7 knots in 12 knots of breeze.
Yeah. This is
7 knots.
FPK.
That's definitely not a lie when I say the prop gives you an extra knot. We are flying.
The wind has decided to blow strong from the direction that we want to go.
In old Nandji, this would mean close-hauled, upwind, rough weather sailing and adding hours and hours onto the trip. However, as we are running in the new engine and need to operate Fang at high RPMs, we pulled in the head sail and motored fast straight into the oncoming sea and 25 knot plus winds, arriving to the shelter of PP Island in less than 2 hours instead of being stuck at sea all night.
This is something that's been long overdue. I'm sure it might have frustrated some people looking at our flag. It is shredded to pieces. There's basically none of it left. So I finally found an Aussie flag. This is the maritime Aussie flag. So I'm gonna take our old one down.
Now that's a sign of a flag that's seen some miles. The new flag for us was kind of like a resemblance of a new boat. So we've done all this work and we got to fly a nice new flag at the end of it. So that's what we can finally do. I'm kind of very proud of that effort. There's not much left. I remember when we were next to John Sanders and we're looking at his flags. Ours was all crispy and red back then, and all these flags were just wind tattered and everything. I was like, man, I want a flag like that. That's a sign of sailing.
We should send it to someone.
That's sailing.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
We're up early this morning, continuing our way on to Geelong in Thailand. There's a cyclone off of the Andaman Islands that's causing these crazy clouds overhead and wind as well. So it's actually been really hot and humid in Langkawi, so it's kind of nice just to have a bit of cloud coverage and a bit of wind. Like, it's cooled down a lot, so Yeah, nearly there. I think we got like 12 nautical miles left to go. And we're motoring because we have a direct headwind.
I remember very clearly in the not so distant past how days like today we used to dread when we were on passage. We left this morning with a nice bit of wind, got our sails up, and we did a bit of motor sailing this morning because we can. And then the wind's just totally dropped out, and we've had this full Gary for a couple of hours now, and it doesn't look like it's changing anytime soon. We're just motoring along with the autopilot going, doing 5.5, 6 knots. It's just such a different feeling. Like we're just going to get to our destination today, this afternoon, when we want to, still with the sun way in the sky. We can kick back, have a swim, rather than sit out here for the next however long, like 2-3 days. Who knows? Like, this so stoked, eh? It's such a different feeling. It's already making our life so much easier. Loving it.
How good is Nandji now? Woo!
Yes, he's such a weapon, Nandji. Like it's absolute life changing for us. The way we can cruise around and kick around,
Yeah.
it's just so much better than such a big improvement. So
We picked up the anchor 3 times the other day.
because we can.
It's just awesome. We're in a really remote place at the moment. We do have Wi-Fi spots around, but they're hard to find and we have to go searching for them. We found this one little spot here. So this is our phone and our little charger pack. The phone doesn't hold charge, so we have to keep it plugged in. We put it in the bag. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with, guys. So
Job done.
big shout out to our newest patrons. We have Tim, Cat Sailtail, Benji, Sandbar, SV Toujours, Stephen and CP Talford. Welcome to the Sailing Nandji family, guys. Thanks so much for jumping on board.
Thanks very much, Frothers. Big shout out to you, Tim from SV Friday, for upping your pledge, and Chris the man. Ooh! Chris knows how to bring the froth, so thanks very much for jumping on that sort of patronage, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Legends. Thanks for everyone getting involved and helping Sailing Nandji be Sailing Nandji.
Ew.
And that's about it, so we'll catch you in the next one. Catch ya.
This is the 3rd time we've had to kickstart this thing today. It's a piece of crap.
I need to get a step up because I'm expecting to surf a lot of round, hollow waves with decent size.
Just putting up this tarp to keep the boat cool while the bimni's away. Don't want to kill anyone.
We're off to the post office to send out a heap of stuff to patrons.
Yeah, we got this whole bag here is full of envelopes for our patrons.
Professional Jenga.
We're down here at Macro to do a little bit of provisioning. All the yachties said that this is the place to go. Bye, Thailand! Yeah, it's fantastic. It's such a great feeling.